All right, everybody, today we are here to learn about the bearded dragon. This is one of the most popular pet lizards that is out there, and there's so many great reasons for that. So first we'll give you a little bit of basic information and then tell you why they make great pets and a little bit on how to care for them. So the bearded dragon gets its name very obviously from its looks. So it looks like a dragon, right? It has the spikes, the armored spikes, like dragons did, or whatever mythical dragons are, right? And they also get really colorful beards and some scales around their beard. So these animals can grow up to 2 feet long. This is about a 7-month-old male dragon that we're holding here. The males do get much larger than the females. And they can live typically 8 to 10 years. In the wild, some of them have been documented up to 15 years, and in captivity, some have been documented up to 20 years, but you should expect an average life expectancy of around 10 years. They do require a large terrarium, because of their large size. So a 40-gallon breeder is the minimum size that you can keep a bearded dragon in. And they are desert dwelling. They are originally from Australia, but they've been found to live in Australia in many different types of habitats, including woodland areas as well as desert areas. They really love heat and high temperatures. They love baking and soaking up in the sun. So when it comes to owning them as a pet, they do require specialized lighting. They can change colors based on the temperature and how they're absorbing heat. And they come in a variety of colors as well. So there is so many different types of bearded dragon morphs in the pet market. So this in here is a sandfire mix. We have a tiger translucent bearded dragon here as well. I might grab out for you guys to take a look at. But this one you can see nice, really bright red colors. This one's got a little bit of a dark beard, but again, they can actually change colors as well. So when it comes to setting them up as babies, they can be a little bit tricky to keep because of how small they are, and they need you need to make sure they're eating well, and they don't really drink standing water whenever they're little, so you got to be constantly misting their tanks. We recommend typically getting them whenever they're a little bit older, bigger than hatchlings. They're much easier to take care of. After they get past the hatchling stage and into the juvenile stage, like this one here, they're extremely easy to care for. Just making sure the initial setup is good will definitely make sure you're successful in owning them. These guys are super popular pets. Some people call them shoulder pets. They will just hang out on your shoulder. They will bob, they will dance. They are one of the few reptiles that is known to show affection towards its owner. So they will learn who you are, and they will definitely give you attention as well whenever you're giving them attention. They are solitary animals, so they should be kept alone. So again, you won't need to go out and get more than one to keep them company. They're an animal that's just going to be solitary. And they've become so popular in recent years, they actually make and sell Halloween costumes for these guys. That's how popular of a pet they are. I've seen people walking them on leashes. They're super awesome, super social animal, really, really docile, not aggressive at all. This isn't an animal you need to worry about when it comes to aggression. I've never, now knock on wood, I've never seen a bearded dragon bite anybody, but with animals, you always use precaution, especially when we're talking with little kids. Their diet, they are omnivores, which means that they eat both fruits and veggies as well as meats. Their meat obviously being insects. So crickets, make sure they're gut-loaded, calcium-loaded crickets. Hornworms are super nutritious, dubia roaches, mealworms, superworms, calci worms, wax worms. They'll pretty much eat any type of bug. Some of the larger dragons will even eat pinky mice, but not necessary. And then when it comes to the fruits and veggies, a lot of dark leafy greens. Spinach is really great for them. Spring mix. They will eat some veggies too, just like mixed veggies, fruit in really small moderations. And then they sell a ton of supplemental diet things for them. So we sell like flower topper here, we sell freeze-dried bugs. But what's nice about them is because they're not just carnivorous and they don't eat just bugs, you can, you don't have to be running to the pet store every few days to load up on bugs. So again, this one's pretty small. He'll get about twice the size as he is right now. You can see he's just kind of like lounging, hanging out there. I know we talked about tank size, 40-gallon is going to be the minimum size for these guys once they're full grown. When they're smaller, they do need to be kept in smaller habitats because they won't be able to catch their food. The babies aren't going to be able to catch their food in a 40-gallon, so you kind of have to grow their tank with them. They do require UVB lighting, which is going to make sure that they can get bone deficiencies really quickly if the right lighting's not provided for them. So you also want to provide a cool spot in their tank as well as a warm side. So you could do like a power sun, Zoom Ed power sun. That's going to do the UVB in a hot spot. And then you can always do red lighting as well on them to keep them warm overnight. Heating pads, heating rocks, great for them to get some belly heat. And then they love to climb. So providing them a lot of different things to climb on. Like over here, you can see this guy here. He's up there right now. That's the tiger translucent. So he's up there hanging out. They do love climbing. They'll get up right under their basking bulb to get some extra warmth. So make sure to provide a lot of different things for your dragon. As adults, they can be kept on sand. I know that's controversial because a lot of people say they can become impacted. Been doing this for about 15 years now. And I would tell you I've never had an adult bearded dragon get impacted on sand. The sand is made to be digestible. The small dragons, baby dragons, even some young adolescents, that one that I just showed you is small. He's not on sand. They can't digest the sand real well, but the older dragons, they're only eating the sand when they're catching bugs, right? So when they're going to grab a cricket and they get a little bit of sand with that bug, that's when they're going to be digesting, and typically they can pass that sand. So you can do a sand substrate. They love a good hide, so some type of reptile hide, some type of cave. You can buy rocks, build up the rocks, or there's sand that actually hardens. It's called excavator that you can put in your tank and make them a really cool sculpted sand that they can go down and hide in. And a lot of times people will put belly heat in their cave for them. So I'm pretty sure that's all I got on the dragon for you. I don't think I missed anything, but as always, we shoot these videos in one take. So if you have any questions or you think you missed something or we missed something, you can always drop your comments and your questions in the comments and we'll do our best to answer. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. All right, say bye-bye.